Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're here 2 days before rehearsal starts. I'm going to give you my final prediction of who is going to make it from semi-final 1 and then from semi-final 2 in a separate video. Before I start, I have to tell you, unfortunately, I have not delivered all of my reactions this year because life was messier than usual and I couldn't commit, so I feel kind of bummed because for the first time in 5 years, I didn't deliver the full playlist, but hey, it is what it is. I will give you my opinions of the songs, my arguments, why I feel some songs will qualify or won't qualify, and how I'm going to do this, just like the previous 2 years, I think. I'm going to assign each song a category. We will go through the running order and I will put them into qualifiers, borderline qualifiers, and non-qualifiers. And after I go through the first cycle, I will take this middle part and see how much space I have left in the qualifier section, and then I will try to move this middle part left and right to have 10 in the end. All right, let's do this. So first we have Cyprus. With Cyprus, I'm not sure, and I have many reasons to doubt it's gonna qualify, but also something tells me it's a style of song that usually qualifies, so it's in the borderline section for now. We'll see where I'll put it later. Next, we have Serbia. There is some heavy competition with Portugal and Slovenia, and it's spot 2. That kind of makes me worried. Also, we don't have juries, but one of my friends is convinced that Serbia is a televote song. I still don't see it. I'm not sure. I think it's a jury song, but she says it's a televote song. I feel people will like it because it's unique and it's emotional. I have a feeling that Serbia can be the Armenia of the previous year and that it can survive the curse of spot 2. Last year has proven that we're not really talking about the death sentence anymore. So it's possible to qualify, and I feel it is gonna qualify. So I'm putting Serbia in the qualifiers. Next in line is Lithuania. For Lithuania, it's much easier. I think that's a solid qualifier. People love it. Performance wasn't spectacular in the Lithuania national final, let's be honest. It was just fine, but there was nothing really special that stood out. So I'm curious about the staging, but I feel it's gonna qualify, I dare to say, easily. Then we have Ireland. What to do with Ireland? I'm gonna put it in the borderline. So why I think it could qualify? Because it's unique and because it's something that we don't see very often. Why I feel it might not qualify? Because it's inaccessible, it's for a specific group of people, and it all depends on whether that group of people will be very active and trying to push it through, or passive and not vote for it, and then it will end up last in the semi. So I see this both as a qualifier and last in the whole semi-final. It could go anywhere, except in the top few places. I don't expect Ireland to be high. If it's qualifying 8th or lower. But yeah, I feel it's gonna be elevated live, but I have a fear of Bambi Thug's styling, because what I've seen during the pre-parties was really off-putting. I'm gonna say it that way. I'm not a conservative person and I'm not, one of those people, but even for me, it was too distracting, and when I'm looking at their appearance, I'm not really concentrated on the song, at least not in the first verse or even chorus. So yeah, maybe that goes with the chaos song, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm rambling. Ukraine. Yeah, you're qualifying, of course. well, I think Ukraine is one of those countries that can qualify with anything and everything. This year, people love the song again, and yeah, it's a solid qualifier. Moving on, Poland. Oh dear, Poland, it's a struggle. I've seen that many people like Poland, but I'm not sure how many people love Poland, because in the semi-final or even the final, you're not voting for your seventh option, because sometimes people say, "Ooh, that song is in my top 10, it's eighth." Yeah, but will you vote for your eighth option? You will not. You will vote for your first and second, maybe third. So how many people have Poland as their top 3 or top 2? I'm not sure, but I'm curious about the staging and the styling and how it will look like what it will look like live. So it's a borderline because of the vocals. I'm not sure if she can deliver the verses actually. Because the chorus sounds great, but verses are kind of too low for her register, and I feel she's struggling, or at least not delivering her best in that part. So we'll see. But for now, borderline qualifier. Next, Croatia. Yeah, that's qualifying. Again, easily. That's a no-brainer. Then we move on to Iceland. Following Croatia is not easy, and when you have such a, I will call it basic song, I think Iceland is dead on arrival. I'm sorry, but yeah, that song in itself doesn't stand much chances, and following Croatia, it's a death penalty. So Iceland is a non-qualifier. Slovenia. Why Slovenia couldn't be in the second semifinal? Because there it would have Israel as a competition, kinda. But yeah, but here it has Portugal and Serbia. And I'm worried for Slovenia because unofficial rumor, a source has told me that her staging looks like music video, which means people in nude costumes dancing like how they're dancing in the music video. That looks really cool and I love it in the music video, but how will they pull off that live? What kind of concepts they will have? I'm just curious and worried at the same time. I'm not worried about the vocal, she's gonna be amazing, but that execution of the staging, will it click and will it be impactful enough? Okay, Slovenia, I love it, but I have to put it in the borderline so far. Finland. Finland will probably qualify. If we have to push it, then I guess we will. Yeah, Finland is in the final. I'm not a fan of the staging at all. The song is cool, fine. I don't mind the song. The performance and staging, like what we had at UMK, I didn't really love that. So I hope they will change it and prepare something more mature, if I can say so. We'll see, but yeah, it's qualifying. Moldova. I'm not gonna put it in the non-qualifiers. Hear me out. Has Moldova qualified with worse? Yes. Has Moldova qualified with less? Also yes. Can Moldova pull off a great staging with 20 euros? Also yes. Moldova, never discount Moldova, because I discounted Moldova in 2022 immediately. I thought, oh my god, what the hell is this? I'm just gonna say that Moldova is close to my top 5 of 2022. It's not top 5, but it's like 7th, 8th. That's all I'm gonna say. So Moldova is a borderline, but because I know I will eventually push it to the non-qualifiers, I'm gonna put it in the non-qualifiers. But if they pull off a miracle on that stage, don't tell me you have not been warned. Okay? So Moldova non-qualifiers, but It's a thin line. Azerbaijan, easier decision, non-qualifier. I feel Azerbaijan is struggling ever since 2021 actually, because that result was not super convincing, and Effendi barely qualified. She finished 18th or something in the final, 17th, something like that. So it wasn't perfect. And then 2022, 0 points from the televote in the final. 2023 failed to qualify. This song, I'm not very hopeful, I'm not very hopeful. And if this fails to qualify, I feel Azerbaijan will be kind of in a crisis, and I hope they will not try to end that crisis with sending again Swedish rejects, like Melfest rejects. This song has potential, but I just don't connect with it, and I appreciate it being in Azeri. I appreciate the chorus because the chorus is memorable. I have it in my mind right now, but verses, for the life of me, I cannot remember anything, and that's kind of worrying. Plus, the overall package, it just doesn't work for me. I'm not convinced it's gonna qualify. Australia. I will put Australia as a borderline qualifier, but I'm convinced it's more likely to qualify than fail to qualify. Why? First, we know that Electric Fields can perform. Second, that music video costs €3, which means they are probably saving for the live performance. We'll know that Australia loves a prop, because every year they have a prop. Flying the prop and the people and delegation costs money. And as one of my friends is from Australia, she told me that SBSS is not funding the performers. They have to pay themselves or they have to be sponsored. So yeah, that costs a lot of money. And I think that because of all that, Electric Fields kind of have a plan. And I believe that we will be positively surprised in the semifinal and that they can qualify. But one thing that I don't understand about Australia in general is how do they get 150 points in the televote, from the televote in the semifinal, and then they drop to 20 in the final, or 9 or 15. Like how? Like in the semi, they exceed all expectations results wise, and then in the final, televote points just disappear. I don't know what's happening, but so far borderline qualifiers, but we'll see. Probably it will end up in the qualifiers pile. Portugal is next. I'm gonna push Portugal in the final. Now, I've seen betting odds for semifinal 1 and I could not disagree more with that. Not that much because what they put here or there, but the line between 10th and 11th, the gap is huge. Like we're talking about 25-30%. The 10th place has 60 something and 11th place has 30 something. Like how? And Portugal is, I think, 11th or 12th, and Slovenia, like those two are 11, 12. Hello? No, unacceptable. Portugal, I dare say my favorite Portuguese song ever, but that on a side, I believe that Portugal can qualify. In this semi-final, I think it can qualify. Because that product was ready in the national final. So now I only expect even more. Then we have Luxembourg. Oh God. Luxembourg is kind of competing with Cyprus. And I think Cyprus will demolish it. If we were talking about any other country but Luxembourg, I would say a non-qualifier. But because it is a Luxembourg, and because they are back, and because EBU will do whatever they can to maintain the numbers, it's gonna qualify. Let's be honest. EBU is in crisis because numbers have been falling for years now. And Luxembourg came back, and of course, now they will try to give them the best possible running order position in the semi-final. That's why it's a closer. Like, we have other closers. We have Finland. What else in this half? Okay, that's kind of the only closer I see. But why didn't Finland close? So yeah, I believe they will try to push Luxembourg as much as they can, and I believe it's gonna qualify eventually in the end. So now, how many songs do I have in the qualifiers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means 3 more out of 5. Okay, I can eliminate 2. Cyprus, Ireland, Poland, Slovenia, Australia. Okay, I've made a decision about a non-qualifier, and I am saying that's gonna be Ireland. Even though it is in my top 10, I believe that people will not get it. People will be kind of not into it because it's so much out of the box. And yeah, it's, if it were in the second half, it would be easier, but this way, I think it's not gonna happen for Ireland. But I massively respect their choice. And I think that was necessary and needed for Ireland. Really necessary. So it's a step forward, massive step forward in general, despite the result, even if they end up last, it's a step forward. Now, 4 countries and 3 places. Okay, Australia, yes, that's a qualifier. Let's put it left. Cyprus, Poland, and Slovenia, they're all kind of different. Poland and Cyprus in this battle, I think Cyprus beats it with the performance, at least with energy and attitude. I think Poland definitely beats it in overall like impression and I will say style. Vocally, I have no idea who's better. Running order position, Poland is sandwiched between Ukraine and Croatia. Oh wow. Neither of them has a good running order position. Oh, this is really tough. And then we have Slovenia. Slovenia is between Iceland and Finland. That's actually really good for them. Oh no, it's Germany. Crap. Okay, it's Germany. Because Germany performs after Iceland. Germany, Slovenia, Finland. Okay, still kind of works. I was gonna say Iceland is kinda, there, and then people will be, okay, Slovenia is starting, something's happening, my attention is back on the screen. But Germany, I don't think Germany will really do something special on stage to, yeah, okay. I'm gonna push Slovenia through. I will maybe be a bit delusional, but I think Slovenia can qualify. Come on. And now I have Poland and Cyprus for last spot. Will I? If you ask me, I choose Poland. But being objective right now is really hard. Cyprus, the only competition it has is Luxembourg. and I think it beats Luxembourg. But they're so far from each other, like, it doesn't matter. Poland has, like, Poland is, let's call it, generic pop song, and its competition is Iceland, and it beats Iceland like this. So, Poland or Cyprus? I'm not gonna. I will pause here because this might take a while, so I don't want you to wait any longer. So decision will be right now. Cyprus. After thinking for a few minutes, I think that Cyprus will still be impactful enough with the staging, but she needs a good choreography. She needs to really say, hey, I'm here, look at me now, this is what I can do. She is 16, so that's a bit concerning. Will she be able? But if Zena from Belarus made it in the final, I guess Celia can as well. So this is not my desired top list, okay? This is my predicted final top list of semifinal 1. Serbia, Lithuania, Ukraine, Croatia, Finland, Portugal, Luxembourg, Australia, Slovenia, and Cyprus. That's what I decided. Let me know, how do you feel about these in the comment section. Do you agree with me or not? Let's have a little discussion. If you can convince me that I'm wrong in one of my opinions, you can try and argue, but stay respectful, and I will gladly debate with you about that. See you also in the live stream of ESC United. I will be there over the 2 weeks that we have rehearsals. Not every day, not all the time, but from time to time I will also join the rest of the team. So yeah, see you there, and we will go through the rehearsals together. Semi-final 2 video coming right up.